Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Today, we are going to talk about what all young couples need to consider before buying property together. According to the Business Insider, a quarter of American millennials buy property together prior to getting married. Now, this might seem totally cool and normal for you, but this is actually something that's never really been done before. Previous generations have basically gotten married, moved in together, then had the baby, then gotten the divorce. But now things are totally different, right? We're kind of going backwards. You're moving in with your partner. This is a big deal. It's going to be great, and you're going to buy this house together and live in it forever, and maybe one day we'll rent it out, and whatever the case be. This is a business transaction. Of course, there's so much positive to living with your partner. I mean, A, maybe you love them, I guess. B, you can work together, bring your credit scores together, and bring some cash together to potentially get something way bigger than you were expecting. First thing you want to ask each other is, what kind of ownership do you want to take with each other? Are you going to do tenants in common, or are you going to do joint tenancy with rights to survivorship? If you go with joint tenancy with rights to survivorship, basically if two people own a property and one person dies, the person that died's interest goes to the other person. So basically they get the whole house. If you do tenants in common, you each have your own separate interests, and you can designate somebody else to take over that interest if you die. Basically, your interest is transferable if you have tenants in common, but if you have joint tenancy, your interest will go to the other partner. So now that you have figured out what's going to happen when you die, now you need to figure out where your credit score is at, all right? Typical real estate transaction. When you are going to get qualified with a lender, basically the lender is going to look at all three of your credit scores and take the middle score of the lowest two. And when you are applying for a loan with your partner, the lender's going to look at both of your middle scores and then take the lowest of the two. So say you have like a 625 and then he's got like a 575, you're going to have a 575 credit score to the lender. There's not too much, in the legal world about unmarried couples buying property together. So you basically kind of have to create the rules yourself, okay? Draft something up with an attorney. You can do it by yourself. However, an attorney's really going to cover a lot more of the gray area that you're probably going to miss out. If you can save yourself all the trouble, do it right now, and then God forbid something does happen, at least you have that to fall back on. Whereas if you do break up and there's nothing on the books, no contract, no nothing that was planned, it's gonna suck. Just think of it this way. If you have survived this much of the relationship, if you love your partner so much that you want to move in with them, then love your partner enough to save yourself and themselves the headache in the long run. And let's just figure it out right now. Plan it out, okay? It's not that hard. It's a little hard, but whatever. It's the real world, and that's how it is. And that is that, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you learned something. If you are watching this video because you are getting ready to move in with your partner and buy property with them, that is awesome. That's great. Congratulations. Figure your stuff out, okay? And this can be either the best or the worst thing that can happen to you. And so let's make it the best, okay? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.